November 2019, paper 2, question 5.4. It's a trig equation. Let's see how we can go about it. F of x is equal to sine x plus 25 degrees, cos 15 degrees minus cos x plus 25 degrees, sine 15 degrees. You are asked to determine the general solution if f of x is equal to tan 165. So the moment you look at f of x, you can see a compound angle identity there. That means what is on the right hand side, we can write it as sine x plus 25 degrees minus 15 degrees, and this is said to be equal to tan 165 degrees. Simplifying this, it's sine x plus 10 degrees is equal to negative 2 plus root 3, of which please check if this will be positive or negative, because it's very important when determining the quadrants. And you can see from the calculator that this is negative 0.267949124. All right. And then from here, definitely we need now to find the ref angle, which is sine inverse of the positive part of the ratio, which is 2 minus root 3. And this will give us 15,54 degrees. So the negative ratio is indicating us that we have to go to quadrant 3 and quadrant 4. So the solution in the third quadrant, x plus 10 degrees will be equal to 180 plus 15,54 degrees plus k by 360 degrees. That everything will boil down to, if we add, it's 195, subtract, we come to 185. So it's 185,54 degrees plus k by 360, where k is an element of integers. In the fourth quadrant, we can write our angle as 360 minus, or we can just use the negative angle. So we can say x plus 10 degrees is equal to negative 15,54 degrees plus k by 360 degrees. And then transposing the 10, it will be minus 15,54 minus 15,54. So our x will be negative 25,54 plus k by 360 degrees, where k is an element of integers. Now the same angle, negative 25 degrees, can be written as can be written as 334,46 degrees. So at times, if you are comfortable with 360 minus, you will come to this. If you are comfortable working with a negative angle, you will come to this. These two are the same. So the solution can be written like this, plus k by 360, where k is an element of integer, is one and the same thing. Alright, then 5.4.2. Determine the values of x in the interval 0 to 360 inclusive, for which f of x will have a minimum value. So we have already seen that f x plus 10 degrees. And now we are being called to understand this question in terms of transformation of graphs. This is telling us that the graph of sine x is shifted horizontally to the left 10 degrees. So let's picture ourselves in this sense. In the graph of sine x, we know that the graph of sine x passes through the origin, attains the maximum at 90, the minimum at 270 degrees. So if we shift this graph 10 degrees to the left, this minimum will now be at 260 degrees. And that is the solution which the question wants. So the x value for y equal to sine x, the minimum we get it when x is 230 degrees, and then for f of x, our x will be just subtract 10 degrees from 270, which is 270 degrees minus 10 degrees, that will give us 260 degrees. And that's the understanding on this question.